It is like a finger pointing away to the moon.
Thinking is medieval. They are asking all the wrong questions.
I'm sure. Good luck on that subway ride home, you miserable, ugly f***ing wives.
People don't know what they want until you show it to them.
Trust me, I'm not driving a 7 Series without strippers.
I think I read Warren Buffett say something like that.
What?
Right.
Who's Warren Buffett?
Well, I guess we got what we asked for, which was
What, nuke?
the most amount of cope
Oh, yeah.
in
no.
one
We got a lot of cope.
sitting as possible.
And it's funny. I started seeing today some of our favorite crypto YouTubers started doing the whole inspirational speech thing.
Okay.
So it's word. We might be bottomed
Yes.
out.
Which I guess is, I don't know if it's better or worse, because last time George did one of these, like,
all gonna be
emotional.
okay,
It was, well, but it was like, aha, it's all over, guys, like as a joke, and then it actually was over.
For 3 years.
For 3 years, and now he's like, don't give up. I mean, it's a good message. Like,
Yeah.
I want him to give my my high school commencement speech. Don't give up on the person that you are on your way to becoming.
That's exactly what he said.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, bars.
But he's
little
not
bit.
wrong. It's just, let's see how long this lasts.
Yeah.
But
Which is fine. Which is true. If you're financial freedom is a wonderful thing, and if
And it's never going to be... Here's the thing that, like, not even to get too deep or philosophical on it, but it's like, of course you're going... Like, if you're going to achieve that, it's going to be while a lot of people are telling you you're full of shit.
yeah,
So
for
that's
sure.
the whole point. So it's like... But I even think us saying, like, yeah, sure, or, like, we understand that. Do we really understand that? Like, are we really embracing it that way? Because, like, I feel like that's where we are right now.
You mean like
In the market.
the ridicule, like
Yeah.
yeah. No, it's not that. I get questions like I'm an actual financial advisor.
Well, yeah, ignore that part.
Right. But like
I guess you can't. But,
right. But like about Doge.
okay, well...
So it's like they are buying in because memes are funny now. So it's like
I just mean when the smart people, because we've had the smart people in our lives start hitting us up the last few months, like, okay, so what do you guys know we don't? Mm-hmm. Soon they're going to flip on us.
and be like it's stupid.
Yes,
It's
that's going to
all a
happen
rug.
very soon.
Yeah.
So, like, how are we going to react to that? Well, I know how I'm going to react.
I
don't
wait.
care.
I
honestly
cannot
don't care.
wait for that.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the like, oh, you're still doing crypto, as opposed to like, oh, you still doing the crypto? I don't like the like. Don't take that positive tone with me.
Yeah, the patronizing. Don't patronize me.
Well, I mean, more so like, this is it's like the us against the world is the whole
Point.
is the whole
I
like
just feel
main point of it
So
all.
I feel like that's like people get into crypto for that reason, but no one actually embraces it when it's time to embrace it. And right now is the time to embrace it.
I guess what made that with the George thing so funny was that like, it's like, hey, if you were on your way to financial freedom and crypto was the only thing that was going to get you there, don't stop. Believe in yourself.
Yeah, you
it's
can't-
like, or get a good job.
Well, yeah,
Like, it's just funny that the people that you have to say that to don't.
they're hopeless anyway.
It's like the people who are like, wow, I'm going to really live by that. It's like, well, you weren't going to make it anyway. You really need a bull market.
Yeah,
But like I do too.
yeah. Well, to get where we want to go, yeah.
Laziness is the goal. That's really what it is.
Yes.
Just not going to. Just will not day trade, dog.
Nope. Oh no, yeah, that's the one. A lot of people are trying to like learn how to leverage and do stuff during this like choppy market, and I'm like, bro, that's the last thing I want to do right now.
Yeah.
Is work harder.
Yes.
Like I will earn money any way I can to put more money into the market for the next 3 years if I have to.
Yeah.
And that is fine with me.
We do have that luxury on some level where it's like, I'm sure there's some people out there who are putting their like grocery money and their.
Sure, yeah, we're not doing
It's
that.
like you're not, instead of paying bills, don't be putting it into crypto. For us, it's just like, well, this is just all of our discretionary income. So if it disappears,
Yeah, we take a couple less trips a year, and we, live a little less luxurious, and we just kind of put it all into crypto and hope it works,
yeah.
which is fine.
I'll tell you, I am missing trips.
I miss trips a lot. We might just have to do a trip
I
and
miss
just figure it out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think you actually, which it might end up being true, you predicted 2 weeks ago that I'm not going on that Buenos Aires trip.
Yeah, I figured.
That might not be the case, or that might be the case.
Okay.
So it's like, we'll just see.
Well, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
It would have been cool.
But I don't know. I just can't justify that. I drunkenly paid for half the trip one night, and now with the market to where it's at, I just can't justify paying for the rest of it.
Oh, bro, I was like looking at cars and shit.
Yeah.
Like I was,
Yeah.
it got bad. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you would have had to sell if you were going to look at cars.
Hey, that's a good point.
Yeah.
No, I would have taken out debt because I just would have felt better.
yeah.
I had more in the
Fair.
market.
Yeah, no, I just can't justify spending all my discretionary income on a trip right now when it's like, this could be way worse in 3 months, and I might actually need the money. So, yeah. But we saw there's another big Bitcoin thing going on in Portugal.
Yes.
I don't know what it is. Something to do with Solana.
Solana only event would be so cool. just because that's the one place we can get the merch.
Oh God, I'll get the merch.
We gotta get
secure the merch.
We will get the bag.
Well, so what? September we might can justify a trip to Portugal. It's
Probably.
very cheap.
We'll be bull market by September.
I found round trip. Well, I found round trips for like $600. So it's like
that's pretty good.
It's really good. And then we can stay with people I know there, and like we can just go to Portugal for free.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we skip Bitcoin conference and we do the real conference, which is Solana
the
conference.
real Solana, the Cope conference.
Whatever it is, it might. Yeah.
That's what it is. We're making Cope merch, and we're just gonna wear. Okay.
I'll hit Siri up with my alt and be like, I need some Cope merch.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
dude, I did some like Nike ID shoes, like customize them, and you can do
about this. Yeah.
You can do tag on the back, and I'm an idiot and put my last name because it could only be 4 digits, and I was like, oh, I can't.
Soul
like,
and
my
Cope.
gamer tag, and I didn't put Cope. I put my last name like a.
I can't believe you didn't
rookie.
do black and white shoes Cope.
Yeah, now I will.
Or I'll do like a all black with like green accents Cope on the back. Soul and Cope.
That would be cool.
Yeah, no. If we go to the Soul conference or what? Honestly, I don't even know what it is. I just saw people tagging Solana in the thread, and I didn't read the whole thing. But there's some kind of get together in Portugal in September that has to do with Solana. And I was like, let's go to that.
If Sam's gonna be there, it's a Soul event. That's
Yeah.
apparently how that nightclub. The stories from the nightclubs.
You're talking about Miami.
For the Miami nightclub.
They were at Live.
Live. I don't know which one it is.
Yeah.
But it's just like the pictures of Size Chad being real, which I still think are photoshopped.
You know he's on the new Up Only. We have to watch tonight.
I saw that. And apparently he's not like a crypto guy.
What?
He's just a traditional finance guy who kind of got into crypto last year. But he's just like more of a meme than he's
just funny, yeah.
a trader. That's what I read from the Spark notes.
That makes sense.
But
yeah.
dude, Sam posted a tweet. Who was it? It was like, I'm hanging out with, that was it. It was him, Dave Portnoy, and Jack. And it was just like a picture of them like standing in the middle of like a nightclub with like purple and blue lights everywhere.
It's funny. I've been in that same room with a bunch of very broke rappers, and then like seeing this 3 or 4 years later, it's just like the richest people on the earth. I was like, that's kind of hilarious.
That's awesome.
I'm kind of mad we did not get to go to that, but
yeah, because
it just felt weird. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just not like.
We're not deep enough. Like we have that. Like we don't have the connections we want yet, and like I have that one alt account that we might could have connections with, but like we need one more year in the deep.
And
crypto.
like it would be worse to like try to milk any clout we had to try to do cool stuff. When if we actually went, we would have just like walked around on the beach, done a live podcast on the beach somewhere.
That'd have been fun.
And like probably passively try to get into yacht parties, but we just.
There's like 2 or 3 people I know we could have hung out with, but yeah, you're right. We should just wait another year and like just kind of
just farm the clout. Like we're doing this anyway.
Yeah.
It's part of
yeah, no, we
of what
agreed. We're doing
here.
we're doing this podcast for the next year or 2 at least.
Yeah.
And like all the way through the bear market. So yeah, by then it'll be good. We could have tried to pull some guests on if we wanted, I guess, but I just didn't want to start pulling that clout. It's just too early.
No, well, it'll come naturally, and we'll have a great time.
That's how it's been so far. I love the 2 guests we've had on so far.
Yeah, it's worked out really well.
I think we have 1 or 2 more lined up that we're gonna be able to talk to soon.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll be fun.
Somebody asked about like kind of what this was and what. By the way, guys, for those watching on YouTube, we are.
Oh yeah,
we do have a slight studio change this week.
We're not on camera,
so we are not. Yeah, this is audio only for the people finding us. On YouTube.
Until further notice.
We're working on some logistical stuff.
Yeah,
we'll figure out something very very soon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we will have video back soon. So we're just in.
We just wanted to get one out because we missed last week, and that's kind of what I was telling him. I was like, the point of this was just to watch crypto space consistently. Mm-hmm. Because we didn't do that in 2018 because it was just like we were bummed, but we didn't really know why we were bummed. And so now like I'm upset because the market's going down, but it's like my strategy is the same.
Yeah, nothing's changing.
Like I'm still
pulling anything out.
I'm still holding the spot stuff I want to hold. I still yield farming a bunch. I do want a little bit more of like a scalping bag, but I want it to be really small. So I do
want a tiny leverage bag.
Yeah.
But
I did, and I lost it.
Well, yeah. Well, you had a bigger bet. I was going to start with like $500 or $1,000 on Binance futures and just kind of like see what I could do. Mm-hmm. But I haven't done that yet. I need to. I have all the tutorials pulled up to learn. I just haven't. I don't know. It's going to be like
honestly,
a 12-hour learning curve.
You could copy trade. There's so many people on Twitter who literally just post like a minute after, and it's all just scalps. Hey, we're at 33.6 here. I think we hit 31, whatever. Once it hits this, I'm flipping.
I just haven't watched them enough to know if they're ever right, but I assume they're right.
That is true. I don't really track. A lot of them will follow up on their own, which is kind of nice. Which is funny because it makes the people who are wrong, but then go back and admit they were wrong. I'm like, oh, I actually trust you more now, which might be a negative feedback loop, but. No.
He had Mosey. Yeah, Mosey's probably my most trusted follow
dude,
there.
Mose. That dude. I was like all aboard. he was just calling a bunch of my spot holds, and I'm like, cool. And I was like, I really should leverage some of these. And then he called Doge, missed on that, and then Phantom, and I got liquidated. So
he's the Phantom call.
He was the one who called Phantom. Which, like, yeah, if the two big boys didn't shit the bed, then it would have been fine.
Yeah, that's the hard part. Is like, unless you're really paying attention to what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing, it's really hard to even call any of those smaller coins.
It's just
because
like
they just follow along.
If they just have a big event, like all focus just dries up immediately to everything else, and it's like
that's the problem with reading charts on any other coins. They don't matter. The charts don't matter on any other coin.
Because Bitcoin drops has like an insane red candle, and it's literally like there's a hole in your ship.
So much for your support lines. Like that's not even real.
Yeah.
So you don't support lines with alts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I just don't believe in that.
I mean, I think that's why people do it on the alt ETH pair or the alt BTC pair. Mm-hmm. Which is kind of gives you a better idea of like the money you're actually making. Yeah.
Gas has been cheap. That's been cool.
Gas has been. Oh man.
I actually flipped. I sold a little spot somewhere and like flipped some coins and did some because we're staking in Rainy, right?
Yeah, I have a uni. I'm in the uni pool for Rainy ETH.
Rainy ETH, yeah.
And then I staked that LP token on the Rainy site to get some unicorns. Come and buy some NFTs later.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. And wait, I'm getting rainbow. Am I getting rainbows or unicorns?
Oh, I have the quote unquote bigger. I have the second step one. I guess I should also have the first one.
I'm only accumulating the first one right now. I don't know why.
Well, you have an LP token then. Put it in there.
I'm staking. Oh yeah, I'm staking directly on the Rainy site.
Oh, you're not doing a double-sided. Oh, okay.
No, because I didn't have enough
single-sided Rainy gets you just rainbows.
Just rainbows.
Or unicorns. I'm mixing them up.
Either way, yeah, I'm doing that. But gas was cheap enough. I flipped some of those. Finally, because gas is like $10 to sell spot.
I mean, it's terrible. That's bring back congested markets.
Yeah, so people are less likely to sell their bags, bags.
When I see gas at $126, I was like, I'm not selling, but like, let's keep
somebody
this thing
will,
rolling.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how long that lasts. It's funny. We were talking about do you want to talk about us getting rugged on our first LP pool?
Oh God, yeah, I think we have to.
Yeah, we can talk about that for a second. So a buddy of ours ended up introducing us to it. So we were on Panther Swap.
Of course.
Which was a exact stake of Pancake Swap, pretty much.
Yeah, fork. Just a pancake fork.
Yeah, fork. Exact fork of Pancake Swap. And then we saw someone else hit us up about Ketchup.
Yeah.
And then, which was a literal copy paste of Panther. And then right from Ketchup, we saw Snow Leopard Swap or Snow Leo.
Yeah.
So what did you and I got in? When you got in, you were 11% of the liquidity pool.
Yeah. So
you were staking what?
We have so many like crypto group chats going right now. So yeah, one of them just pinged them, was like, hey, we're doing this. We kind of showed them about the yield farm and stuff. Little alpha for you guys, DAP Radar. I don't think we've mentioned that. No, DAP Radar will bring up a kind of like DApps on each chain. I do not think they have Solana yet, but you can.
It's pretty much just ETH and BNB.
Right, but you can go and they're like they rank protocols by like DeFi or yield farming or whatever. So yeah, we saw Panther Swap up there on the yield, and we're like, oh, it's somewhat legit. And I guess he was either combing like DAP Radar.
Yeah, because it wasn't even out yet.
No, he got in it. He got in it and told us about it within the first hour of it launching. And then we got in.
Well, he sent it to me before I started, because I started the group chat.
That's true.
He sent it to me personally. There was a countdown at the top and said pools will go live in like 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
So I was like, this is crazy. So I started the group chat with us, and yeah, we jumped in, and yeah, you were making a bunch of money right away.
So yeah, I put in 2K, and I was like 11.7% of the total liquidity in a Snow Leopard BUSD pool, like a stable coin.
Okay.
I didn't do the BNB one.
See, I'm still on the BNB. I think you're still on the BUSD.
Yeah, I am. And then within the first 45 minutes to an hour, I had $50 in the Snow Leopard, and the coin was like going up a little bit. And then, unfortunately, I was at work, and over the next couple hours, I was just like not really checking. And then I got back on, the coin was down 60%, and I was like, oh, I bet we're seeing.
So we bought in at. We'll be transparent. We bought in at like $2 or $3.
I didn't even know it was that low. I thought it was in the $4s.
No, I think Snow Leopard was $2 or $3 when we got in these pools. I checked this morning; it is at 1 cent.
Yeah, I heard it's below. Yeah, it's below 1 cent.
So that we got
mega
rugged.
It hit like 5.5. Hit like $5.50, and that's when I was like, it's just too many steps. Like, I had already put all that stuff in there, and then when I was like, oh, we're getting rugged, kinda, and I was like, do I make $100 now, or which of course I should have done, but it was just like, yeah. The legwork it took
just to make 100. Yeah, it was like
just $100. I was like, well,
I don't want to click 4 times for $100.
At that point, Yeah, I guess that's what it was.
It's literally what it was.
And I was like, I'm just flipping well, because then if I pulled the money out, then I'm like, oh, I got to put it in a different pool. I like, it's a dumb...
Also, to give away a little alpha, I might as well, because, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. 11 Finance is doing fine still. Like,
that's good.
They're really not...
Well, Walt and Wex are the assets, kind of.
I'm still in the Walt X pool.
Okay.
I would like for you to tonight help me get into the Wex, because the site's kind of confusing.
Okay.
But I want to move over into Wex, but my Walt X pool is doing great still.
Nice.
It went up from like 1,800% APY to like 24.
Oh, nice. It actually went up.
It went up quite a bit.
Okay.
So I was like, this is good. But then I checked your Wex pool and it was like 7K. So I was like, well, I need to probably move over to that.
Yeah, okay. They've been flipping back and forth in the APR, and I don't understand, because we would have to read the tokenomics, which we're going to do. But yeah, Walt Finance, I don't remember how I heard about that. But yeah, Wex and Walt.
You found it in a Twitter thread.
Yeah, Wex and Walt X. That's what it was.
Yeah, isn't it Walt Finance and then you move it over to 11 Finance?
Yeah, 11 Finance is like the auto compounding farm. So you get the LP token on Walt.
Oh,
and
so
then
it's
you
the soul
go to
farm
11.
of the radium.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
It is nice that those things are popping up, which would hopefully add some legitimacy to this space of ours, this yield farming.
Some super underrated alpha I found this week was that now we're getting tulips as rewards on top of the compounding on Soul Farm.
I don't think it's on, because we were getting it before, because it was showing up on my 8 board before they announced it.
Yes, we were getting a little bit of it.
Okay.
So now, so when we first got into Soul Farm, we weren't getting tulips at all. Those weren't even a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a week later, we started getting tulips. And so Soul Farm is the auto compounding site for radium.
Mm-hmm.
So you get your normal APY, but on top of that, you get tulips, which is Soul Farm's token.
Yeah.
But now you have to harvest them, whatever. That doesn't matter. But I'm almost like, so I decided today, there's also a tulip USDC pool. Oh. So all the tulips I harvest, I'm just going to sell half, put them in the USDC pool.
Get more tulips.
Because now you're not even betting on a coin, you're betting on the entire Soul Farm ecosystem, which I'm very, very long on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I do think they're so tied. Even like Step. Like, I think Step, Soul Farm, Step has less, like, use, but it's part of, like, the ecosystem.
I think Soul Farm is the most useful Solana thing I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, well, Radium is super useful. But yeah, Soul Farm makes
other
it so
than
much
Radium,
easier.
you get Soul Farm, if you can auto-compound, like, a big deal now is getting on Soul Farm's, like, platform. That's a huge deal. Radium, you can still, you can put any coins in you want, like, as far as swapping. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I'm just going to start. I started yesterday. I opened up a tulip USDC pool with the few amount of tulips I had at the time. So yeah, that's kind of just like, I think if you're betting on Soul Farm, that's a pretty good hedge against everything.
Yeah, I was just letting that sit for so long because it was Step only for a while and not Cope.
Yeah.
And then Cope finally went to the decimal places, so they were allowed to be on an auto compounding site.
And now your tulip APR with Cope is like 6 times higher than Step's tulip APR.
Oh, wait. Oh, just the tulip
Just
rewards.
the tulip part.
Because I wonder if like they had like an APR and APY number there before. I bet that probably factored in something like that, because 11 does the same thing. You get 11 ELE in certain boosted
Yeah, I don't
pools.
mind anymore.
Yeah, they ended that. But I'm wondering if like the actual Cope APR went down and we're getting tulip instead.
Maybe.
And then the other thing is I don't know how often they're auto compounding.
What do you mean?
Because if the APR is 100 and the APY
They don't
is
auto
200
compound your tulips.
No, I meant like Cope. I meant just in general.
I think it's every 2 hours.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That would be nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's every 2 hours.
Because that doesn't make sense to me if 100% APR to 200% APY is like not that much compounding.
I did the calculate. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Okay. But we might get we might be getting pieces of that into the tulip now, which is fine because that's a good hedge. It's like you're getting free tulip at this point. You might as well just stake it.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
yeah,
instead of rolling it back into that coin, you'll have a free hedge. So I'm going to take that route.
I do think they're too correlated to like really call it a hedge, but yes, it's like something else. Like,
I'm very, very long on Solana ecosystem. Period.
Right.
So I don't really care to hedge against Solana.
Yeah.
I want to hedge against my Cope and my Step.
Right. I think
within Solana.
I don't know if Cope. I don't know if Step is integral, but like Cope will probably be one of the bigger Sol projects of all time.
Step,
forever.
I'm sure will stick around, but I don't know that it'll go like super moon or anything.
I saw another one open up the other day called Moët, like the type of wine, I believe, right? Moët Finance? MOET.
Oh, yeah.
The type of French, I believe it's French wine. And everyone was like, guys, you're going to get copyright struck. Like, why would you do this?
Yeah, you can't just name your stuff. Wait, no, it's a type of wine. It's not a...
I'm pretty sure...
I don't think it's a brand.
I would think it's like champagne. Like champagne has to be made in a certain district of France, the Champagne district of France, and they sue you if you make it elsewhere and call your stuff champagne.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know this at all.
That's why sparkling wine exists.
I thought it was just a type of wine.
No, sparkling wine is carbonated wine, and then sparkling wine in Champagne, France is champagne.
Oh.
That's like, they're just that much dicks.
So
money.
every single type of wine that sells champagne has to pay them money?
I have no idea how that works. Or
Okay.
you have to make it there, so probably.
Sure.
I'm sure the
Okay.
local government, I'm sure the champagne mob there goes hard.
That's funny. I didn't know that a type of wine could be copyrighted.
Yeah, it's a type of spirit.
What else has been going on this
I
week?
can say this plays into when somebody asked what we do, and I was like, we are a crypto gossip podcast.
Oh, yeah, no, we're just talking.
Like, you got to talk about news? And I'm like, kinda? Like, we talk about Twitter and Up Only and a yacht party we wish we could have gone to and Bob Laxative.
Yeah, dude, Bob Lax has been really funny lately.
BL's the boy.
I love how he made his Twitter account private just while he was in Miami.
That's beautiful.
Which I
Because
don't-
people were tagging him with his face in
and
it.
he was just like, "No, we're not doing this."
No.
Dude, I wish we had video. I'd throw up on the screen him.
That picture?
Dude, that was the funniest.
There's so many.
It was just, and I saw it was
His
him with a
face.
bunch of escorts on a yacht.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, "These are the cheapest escorts I've ever seen in my life." And it was just Bob, just like smiling. Yeah.
Like deviously cheesing.
It was just super funny.
And then, so Gainesy got doxxed,
Oh, I didn't even see that.
So, like, Gainesy, the pictures of Gainesy and Marin and everything, and Kobe was like, first of all, Kobe wasn't there?
No, Kobe didn't go.
Oh.
I don't even think Ledger went.
I'm pretty sure, no, Ledger went. Ledger
Oh.
definitely went. He was tweeting about it.
Because Kobe, they did an up only, and Kobe was at home.
Okay. Yeah, I thought that was.
Yeah,
thought he was
I think
definitely gonna be
Kobe was just like, I'm
there. So
good.
he was just trolling people from the internet sitting in Britain, where the fuck he is. Do they even call it Britain anymore?
He's in North UK. Okay. Yeah.
And Gainesy took a picture with Marin, and they put the coined his face out because I guess he's being private. And she's 5'3", and he is like maybe a half inch taller than her in this picture.
Oh, no.
And everyone's like, "Lo, he's a hobbit." And then she's like, she's wearing like 7-inch heels, guys, I promise. And so everybody just didn't believe him and
no.
started making fun of Gainesy. And then some like really weird anonymous reply guy found a picture of him. Like somebody took a picture of them at a club, and Gainesy was sitting in the back talking to somebody. So they screenshotted it, cut out, like cropped it so it was just Gainesy's actual face, and replied it to every single person on crypto Twitter multiple times.
Oh, no.
Being like, "Have you guys seen?" And everyone's like, "This is pathetic," but now I know what Gainesy looks like.
Yeah,
So
no.
I'm like, I appreciate that guy taking that ban. Hopefully, fuck that guy. But
Yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I didn't even see the picture.
it's like, oh, it's Gainesy. Now I'll recognize him, which I wouldn't recognize him. Bad
That's
faces.
super funny. What else we got?
Lisbon will be fun. Miami was sad we didn't go.
Yeah.
It didn't rain there, did it? Like we said it was.
Nah,
going to?
it's fun. Yeah, it was like the week before we checked, and it was supposed to rain every day. I'm trying to think. Oh, real quick.
We got to talk about El Salvador.
Do we?
Yeah. So
What does it even mean anything?
yeah,
They're
legal tender apparently is a real term.
Yeah.
Ledger said something about how like it's a good example for similarly struggling economic countries.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean anything until like
yeah.
one of the superpowers does it. So it doesn't matter.
I mean, yeah. Argentina never accepted it as a real currency, but a lot of the population was using it there. So it's like,
Yep.
yeah, it's the point. It's what Bitcoin was made for.
And then
so it's also a positive.
And then
but,
all of their parliament went laser eyes. Mm-hmm. Which was kind of funny.
I was going to briefly explain how I got my Solana wallet back.
Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't do that last week.
Yeah, I'll be super brief on it. I mean, then we can do some longer shorts. But
Okay.
yeah, so I have not had to recover a Solana wallet yet, and I had my seed phrase written down correctly, I thought, and I had to clear my cache on my computer. So when I cleared it, it logged me out of my wallet, and I was like, oh, all right. And I go to log in, and it said my seed phrase was wrong, and I was like, I had a meltdown for like 2 days straight.
Yep.
I didn't know what was going on, and then come to find out, it's not that hard if you're only one word off for an algorithm to run your wallet
Yeah.
and get your seed phrase back.
Yeah.
So a homie connected me with another homie from the Solana Discord, and I got it back.
They said
Within, like,
something
2
like,
hours.
they're like, yeah, if you have like 7 or 8 words, I don't know if we should be saying this because I don't. That's weird.
I don't like it, but
I
it's
don't.
like
There's like, yeah, if we have this number of words, we can get it. I was like, that number is less than the total number, so I don't like that. I don't
yeah,
like.
out of a 24-word phrase, you can find my phrase off of 8 words. Terrifying.
Yeah, which means you could literally pick 8 words from the dictionary, and when there's many more millions of wallets, like, dog, who knows?
It depends. Yeah, they're gonna have to change that. Well, that's also why I need to have a private key on it, not a public key. It needs to. I need to private it.
Okay,
But
and this is a good teaching moment here, because while my friend Michael was very sad, I was piling on, and I said, "Did you type it on your phone or did you write it out?" And he said, "I typed it on my phone."
I did
And
both.
I said, "Then you got autocorrected. I guarantee you, it autocorrected a word, and that's why you always write it down first, because like it
Yeah.
can't, even if you look away from it, and it's exactly what it was. It autocorrected one letter, and it fucked up the whole thing."
Yep. It was a sad 2 days. I was very upset.
I'm glad that we came full circle, because I didn't want to see you
I was
with
spiraling.
the weight of that world. See, what was funny is that what you lost was the compounding stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have been able to pull up your 8 board and see it just growing
See my
over
money.
the years.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't even spot. Yeah, it was only my LPs. So like it would have. It's like the most depressing thing I could have lost by far.
Yeah.
So I ended up pulling spot on some stuff I didn't want. I opened a new Solana wallet to re-up my pools, which actually ended up working out great because now I have more money in compounds in pools that I.
You left it there for a minute.
Yeah, so I'm like, all right, well that's fine, but it was a learning experience. I'm way more careful now, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the biggest takeaway.
But it's also very scary how easy it was to get it back. And the guy that I don't even know if I won't shout him. I don't know how public he wants to go. But the guy did tell me to send him some referrals, because like he did it literally for like, I mean, I sent him some money as like a thank you, like a donation. But like he literally just was like, yeah, I'm just trying to like get into the dev space.
Oh.
And he's like, I'm just helping out people that get out of their Solana wallets. And he helped me out for free, and then he emailed me right after that and was like, hey, just to let you know, I deleted all our emails. I don't have your seed phrases anymore.
Oh.
Which obviously I switched my wallets. But
Right.
like that's still like really nice of him.
I was gonna say he's going the extra mile to try to be legitimate.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's just so many people who are still so scared about that stuff.
Dude, I posted what happened, the full story after it was over, on the alt account, and like
Got everybody.
dude, it so many people underneath the tweet were like, because Kobe liked it and it blew up, and underneath the tweet people were like, please help me, I did the same thing happen to me.
Gosh.
So I saw him underneath like, I'll help you out, like whatever. So I'm hoping a lot of people got help from that, but it's scary that that's even a thing.
Yeah.
That you can even,
and you don't want to be like, yeah, this guy will help you, because he might have known you had some clout and helped you out to try to, like,
to
you
get
never
more rug, like,
right, more people following in.
So
it's just tough.
I sent him. Siri did hit me up, and he was like, "How'd you get your stuff back?" And I sent him his name.
Okay.
So he was like, "Thank you so much. That was
Siri,
cool."
yeah.
But other than that, I was just like, I don't really feel comfortable just like sending people to some dude. But yeah, I sent him some cash and said thank you, and like that was like the best thing to happen. I was like, of course, like the time I'm confident in crypto, it's like half my pools get just disappeared. Yeah. But yeah, all is well. Now I'm smarter.
Yeah, that's
It was a good learning.
that
was like the most learning curve I've had so far.
because that's like the closest you can fly to the sun in this space. Like if you don't got that, you got nothing.
Yep. What do you think? You gonna do some longer shorts?
Sure.
And then we'll let Jeff get out of here and do important stuff.
Do it. Go be famous.
Go be famous. I'm gonna start this week.
Famous. Did you see this size Chad picture?
Yeah, I've seen all those.
My God.
I've seen all the size Chad pictures.
I need to see what that girl looks like.
Are you long or short on Coinbase stock for the rest of this year?
Probably very short.
Think so? I don't even know where it's
What
at
is
right
that
now.
It's at 220. Yeah, it's gonna keep going down.
Okay. I haven't paid attention to it, but we talked about it like first episode, and like I don't really know what to think about it.
I just don't think you're ever going to see it be a first mover. It's always going to be reactive, and their revenue is straight up tied to transaction fees.
Yep.
And when transactions are low, they're not going to make money. And the stock market, you put out earnings every quarter, and it's like, oh, they underperformed. It's like, well, yeah, they underperformed to 2020, but this is just how it's going to go. Yeah. So I could see them getting hit pretty hard. It is funny that ARK, I think Kathy Wood owns a lot of Coinbase, and I really like Kathy Wood, and I want to get in the ARK.
I like
ETFs.
Kathy a lot. Yeah.
So that would be cool. But I didn't even notice GameStop hit 300 today.
Oh my God.
I had a couple.
I saw Tindy's talking about that.
Yeah, I got. Really quick aside. The day that it froze a couple months back, like during the super meme day, I bought GameStop and AMC. I put in an order that night, not thinking that Vlad would fuck all of us at one time. So by the time I'd woke up, my orders had filled and the markets were frozen. So if anybody knows any good class action lawsuits against Robinhood and Webull and all them, you holla at me. But so I bought, my GameStop filled at like 280, which wasn't great. And I was just like, well, I'll hold, put in $1,000 sell order, fuck it, like it's a meme now. But my AMC, I got it like $14 just because it hadn't pumped as much yet. And yeah, I sold it at like 61. So I have flipped like a real equity
Probably better than we float crypto.
Except
unless
Aave. Except Aave, this is by far
That's hilarious.
because I didn't throw any of it away for no reason.
I'm not falling
That's
for
the
it.
biggest. I'm not falling.
I literally
I have three. I have GameStop, AMC, and Roblox. Those are the only things that I hold.
All I have is Tesla, and I can't find it.
Okay.
It's on an app I can't find.
Jesus.
I have like 2
Look for
grand
your
in
email.
Tesla.
It'll tell you what app it is.
I definitely did that. It's not Robinhood because I'm in my anyway.
God damn it! That's like you probably bought it for like $40.
No, I have a lot of Tesla. Not a lot. I probably have 2 grand in Tesla.
Yeah, but you bought that at probably like $20 a
Sure.
share.
Yeah. No, I'd
like
sell it right now if I could.
double digits.
I just can't find it.
Yeah.
I don't know what app it's on.
It was at 800 a couple weeks back.
Oh, I bought it like over a year ago.
Yeah. Oh, I think way more than that.
Yeah.
I feel like we would have talked about that. But
Yeah.
Roblox is the one stock that I'm probably going to hold forever because it will revolutionize gaming.
Cool.
And it will probably adopt cryptocurrency within the next 5 years.
I'm surprised they haven't. Yeah, NFT's big on Roblox for sure.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. What do you got?
Okay. Long or short? Are you going to dabble in traditional finance during the slow months or bear
No.
market years?
No,
Yeah, I knew that. I just wanted to ask.
absolutely not.
That was hard.
It not only does it look hard, it looks slow. And I'm sorry, I don't have the personality for it, the temperament for it. I just don't want to do it.
I don't know if slow's the word because like there's so many degenerate people that we follow on crypto
But you have to be good at it to do
that
that.
are like that are about the yeah.
If anything, I would ask Tendies to teach me what he does.
That's what I was gonna say. If I'm gonna when I read through all of his finance stuff when I catch up on all that, all I know is something about selling options or selling puts or whatever. Do that.
He's betting against the degenerates, which I would do.
That's exactly what I would do.
But yeah, probably no. I
did
just
it-
know my personality. I don't think it'll happen.
I probably agree with you. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna get bored and.
I don't think you can get bored in crypto.
I got bored and played competitive fighting games for 2 years.
That's
like,
a different kind of bored.
I left I was like, I'm not even opening this again.
No, we're not leaving this time, or I'm
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
So
No,
yeah,
we can't.
Short on that.
Okay.
But I know what we can do while we are bored.
Yeah.
Are you long or short on Yu-Gi-Oh! The TV show?
So long.
Yeah, the
Japanese.
OGs.
The subbed made. Okay, I watched a couple as a kid. I did not watch all of it.
You watched the dubs as a kid, right?
Because it was just what was on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And so we put it on one night. We were just like super late and we were drinking something and we just threw it on as a joke. And first of all, of course, subbed is so much more intense. But
Because English dubbed, when you go to the Shadow
kids.
Realm, you can't say you're sending them to hell.
Oh.
In the subbed or in the dubbed,
subtitled.
in the subbed, they're like the OG like lyrics,
Yeah.
and they're like, "We're gonna send you to hell,"
Mm-hmm.
and it's just way cooler, and everyone's way eviler, and they like lick their lips a lot more.
Yeah,
and
oh,
they're,
man,
they're way veinier. So
Because it's not.
that was
for
a great
kids the
find by
same
you
way.
guys.
Yeah.
I grew up a real Yu-Gi-Oh fan, and I didn't even watch the subbed.
Yeah.
And when you guys were like, "No, trust me," and it was, man, we had a good couple nights.
Just the yelling and like magic spell cards or magic cardo, which
Yeah.
cannot be accurate.
I doubt it.
And then last chance is last chancel, which can also
Can't be real.
Don't think that's real. But that's the best part about subbed anime. So there's probably some carryover in the crypto and the. That's actually the one Venn diagram piece of my fighting game, video game homies and my crypto homies is the waifus.
Yeah.
There's just like a waifu sliver, and I'm just like, oh, Munch follows that guy, but also Raw Kid does.
Yep. All right, what do you got?
Okay, long or short, Rafael Nadal winning the French Open.
Who's he playing?
Everybody he plays the field.
Oh, then probably long.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, because all I know about tennis is Nadal and Federer,
Yes.
because that's who I watch with you every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Used to
that's
do
I'll
one.
only sit down and watch Nadal or Federer matches.
Yes.
Didn't
Fed pulled out.
on the girls' side that chick dropped out.
Naomi Osaka dropped
Yeah,
out.
she wouldn't talk to the media.
Yeah, she wouldn't talk to the media, and they said it would be okay. I don't even think they announced whether they were going to fine her, because normally you get fined, like the NFL, the Marshawn Lynch thing. If you don't show up to press
Yeah,
conferences,
just
you're
find
fined.
me. Yeah,
But she was kind of like, I'm not going, and I think she was willing to pay the money. Mm-hmm. But I think the backlash she got off that, and maybe the conversations with the women's tour or whatever, she just dropped out, said it wasn't worth it. Which is great. I don't want to comment too much on mental health stuff because, like,
no, yeah,
I'm
not even
sure-
on that side. It's just interesting that it went that far. Like the media has
Yeah.
that much of a pull.
I follow her on Twitter, and I really like her a lot. She's dating Corday, which is a big old bummer. But
Is she really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And everywhere.
I love her.
Everything
yeah.
that they post together or that he posts, he says something about like Grammy nominated, and I was like, dog, you can't get carried by Anderson .Paak and whatever
That's
the
funny.
other dude was and pretend you're cars. Do not like Corday. He's dating my woman. I had not heard anything about this. Like
I just saw it yesterday.
I didn't
or the day,
know. She's always been like kind of outspoken just because she's young and cool. But I didn't know I didn't know there was issues with the media, or I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
She was going through
I have
so much anxiety.
I have weird feelings on like media versus sports stuff because I understand both sides of it. But
right, like they're just
good
doing
for
their
her.
job.
Good for her for standing up for that. I mean, I always will respect
sure.
more so you just doing something because you feel a certain way.
Like she can do whatever she wants. I just think. I guess the flip side of it is those reporters are still have to write their articles, and now they're going to be probably not in a good light, and so. But that's also the thing. Like telling her to suck it up and be like, I'm sorry you're having anxiety attacks, but like you should go try to play this professional sport anyway. And then she does poorly. I think it actually looks worse for her and her confidence that like, oh, my mind's not right and I'm getting beat. Like
no, I think it's I think it's way better that she just was like, you know what? Fuck you. I like that a lot better.
Okay, if you miss, so there's Grand Slams and then there's majors or major slams or whatever. There's multiple levels, and when you sign up for the ATP, the Pro Tour, they give you a number of tournaments that you can miss per tier. You literally cannot miss more than like 6 tournaments without paying them a lot of money.
That's kind of crazy.
It's crazy because they want to keep you active.
But don't you get paid for each tour?
Yeah, you get paid. You get paid for your placing. So
probably mostly sponsors, I assume. But.
Yeah, but I think if you get like last place, I don't think you get money on that. You probably do it like Wimbledon because making it is hard. There's so many qualifiers. But yeah, no, like you're not allowed to like just skip tournaments. So I'm wondering if she does this again in the Grand Slam, she might start losing a lot of money.
Interesting.
Which then might be interesting.
You know, Corday ain't got that money. Right.
Yes, Long he's gonna win because he's the French Open god.
Yeah, we should watch that. It's going to be like 3 in the morning again, isn't it? It's always like super late.
The Australian one is worse, but the French one, yeah, it's not great.
Cool. All right. Long or short, and be completely honest, on Snow Leopard making us money ever.
No, because
Snow Leopard finance.
So short.
Okay,
How
me
far?
too.
How
It's
far
gone.
would have to go from here?
That money's gone.
And then you also said in the text group something about like the liquidity's gone.
There is, in the one I'm in, is $243 of liquidity.
Yeah, that's all you.
That's me.
That's me. Yeah, I bet I am the entire BUSD.
There's like 400 in the BUSD one. It's got to be you.
My $2,000 isn't worth nowhere near that now.
Yeah. So.
This remember what I said something about like, oh, in permanent loss, worst case scenario is you lose 50%. I'm about to go check that math.
I think it's 80%.
Okay, well, good to know.
I think we're 80% down there.
This is why you don't listen to us for financial advice.
Yeah, just listen to us to be drunk on the podcast.
Yeah. I'm drinking this beer so slow. Lee.
I'm not, because we're going to Chipotle after this.
Oh, so exciting.
What do you got for your third one?
Third one? Okay, long and short. I think we both say it's an inevitability that the ETH BTC chart hits 0.1.
What do you mean?
0.1 ETH to BTC.
Yeah.
So which of these, long or short, like on these, you have 2 options. We always do this because we cheat. Is 0.1, do we see it at 50K 5K or 25K 2.5K?
Wow. 50K 5K.
Oh, so yeah, you see ETH going up. You see ETH doubling from here.
Bitcoin's not going to bitch out this quick. Because too many. I don't think so.
Quick? It's a long winter.
If it's a winter.
Maybe.
I think we're going to see another bounce. Yeah, okay. I think 50K 5K.
Okay. I would like to.
Yeah, I really believe that.
But
I'm not even sure that'll happen. I think it'll be closer to like 100K 10K.
Yeah.
But
with the natural progression of things.
Yeah.
I guess I think right now, I think 25 2.5 is more likely right now.
Yeah, that's emotions.
True, but it's also like a good thing for ETH relative strength.
I mean, I want BTC and ETH to have strength. I don't really care.
I don't know. I think there's something. I think toppling the giant has like some psychological effect on the market.
We'll see. Yeah, I don't know what that effect's going to be.
Yeah,
it's because like I would say like 51% of the market is like Bitcoin maxis.
Right.
So like, what is this going to mean?
But Bitcoin is the one underperforming compared to everything else.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
yeah, maybe it'll help pull in more traditional. I don't even know. That's hard. I don't know enough about the code of ETH because like it's funny. Cody and Noel, the TMG podcast guys, they're like talking about crypto a lot more lately, and they're a comedy podcast. So like, but they're very, very long on smart contracts and ETH, and and they're very traditional computer science guys. Yeah. So like,
they get the tech.
I'm like, okay, so like that says a lot. Like new people coming into the space that are very versed in CS understand that. So maybe that's a good thing.
Oh, absolutely. I was going to say that, like, you do not get the normies. You get the normies in from Bitcoin like you get them from Doge. Like, it's just like, oh, it's this thing we hold because it goes up.
Because Bitcoin's a philosophical thing.
Sure.
Ethereum is a computer
science
thing.
You get smart business and financial people involved with ETH and Chainlink and stuff like that.
Yep, I agree. Well, yeah, okay. Well, I would say 50. I would say 5K, 50K, and
that would be great.
We won't skip a week next week.
No, we will not.
We'll be back even if it's audio only in this room.
We'll make it work.
But I guess we'll see you then.
Whoop, whoop.
All right.
See you. Big thanks to our sponsor over at CryptoCandies.io. Head on over to their website and check out their selection. They're always adding super dope and unique new crypto-themed designs, and we greatly appreciate their support.
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode of Crypto Dojo. If you enjoyed it, be sure to rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, follow on Spotify, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And feel free to hit us up on Twitter and IG at Crypto Dojo Pod. We'd love to hear from you.